Okay, you guys, so this is my very first live, and I'm hoping that it's working. I tried it on my phone, and my phone said, you are not eligible for lives yet. Hi, Kim! Kim, you're my very, very, very first person on live. I'm so excited! You guys, because you need 1K to use your phone. Oh, okay. Oh my gosh! Hi, everybody! I'm getting people! Okay, 1K. I don't think I have 1K on my phone. I have 4K on my GoPro, but I don't know how to use my GoPro. Ooh. And I've never made anything on with my webcam before, so the camera might seem a little different. Oh, you guys, do you see this over here in the corner? That over there in the corner are my whips. Actually, these are my finished ones, and then I've got another 4 tubs up there that are whips. Sorry, here, maybe I'll scoot it over a little so you just get yarn. Whips of Doom. No kidding. Let's see, we've got Kim. Yes, Whips of Doom. Gosh, this is so much fun, you guys. I'm so excited. Thank you so much for coming. Kim, I've got to tell you, I was watching your videos all day today. You know, you guys are my people. I don't have any other people except my kids and my husband, so you don't know how happy I am that you guys are here. Okay, you guys, listen, I don't have any moderator or whatever, so if anybody jumps on and is saying nasty stuff, we'll just I don't know how to throw them off. So if you could tell me, then that would be awesome. Affordably Crafty, Kim, I would love for you to do it, but I don't know how to do. I don't know how to pick a moderator. I don't know how to do that. I'm a total noob. Let's see, Kim, that Joanne's is usually a hot trashed mess, especially the yarn. Oh, when you caught it, it looked really good. I mean, that yarn setup looked awesome. And I tell you, I was on the edge of my seat watching every single minute of your yarn, of you shopping for yarn. Hi, Ola Joe. Actually, Ola Joe, you were on my live that one time when I was on Instagram. I put on my eyes for you guys tonight because I didn't want to look real tired. It's so crazy because when I was younger, I was like, I'm never going to wear makeup because makeup is just too much trouble. And I know. I didn't even think about it. I just put on a shirt. I don't think about things. I just put on stuff. Maybe I should go. Maybe I'll just wrap up in my yarn. But Christy, when you said you couldn't afford the knit crate because knit crate is like, oh my God, I know. I'm not going to tell my husband, but I can't afford it either. I should probably, well, actually, he's got to see this. Oh my God. Raise your hands if you guys are like that with your husband too. It's like, oh my God. But he's figured it out. Hi, Julie. Gosh, all my favorite people are hopping on here. Like nowadays when they, you know, what do they call it? With disorders and everything. I would have had ADHD for sure, but I'm like 50 years old and they didn't say things about kids. They just gave us like a D or an F in conduct. I get way off track because I can't focus. Oh, Instagram. Kim, you've got to get on Instagram with Yarn Geek. I've been on Instagram for a few years and I have learned how to take good pictures because you can't be on there and do any good on there if you don't know how to take good pictures. I'm not crocheting right now because I'm trying to cover this up. But oh yeah, I wanted to tell you, Karen is through Michaels is having the contest for making things out of the Karen cakes. Oh, Instagram worthy pics. Yes. Kim, that's one of the things you told me on that post. Seriously, I need to print out that post, but right now I have it screenshotted and I cropped it down to where it just totally fills my screen because I want to do every single one of those things that you told me on videos. Now this right here is one of the skinny cakes, Julie. My favorite yarn brand is whatever I'm holding in my hand right now. So the definitely would be Karen for right now, but I love them all. I think it's any kind of Karen cakes. I heard about it from Llama Mama Kayla, and Kim says, any kind of Karen cakes. Yes, sorry if I just yarn barfed out of my mouth. I yarn barf out of my mouth all the time. That's practically all I ever do. You guys, my mom just hopped on. Kitty Glass, that's my mom. I'm so happy. Speaking of Instagram, she is Grandma Kitty on Instagram. See, Mom, all my friends are going to say hi. Did I hop offline for a minute? Yes. Kim. And see, Mom, I told Kim that I would remember her name because she's got the same name as my sister. I don't know why I'm yelling. It's like, do you guys ever use that phone voice? I'm using that phone voice right now. I'm Native American, but like my grandpa used to always say when I was little, this was a long time ago, Ginger, whenever anybody asks you who you are, you say, I'm Indian. I mean, I didn't even know. Native American is a new thing to me. I'm Kiowa and Comanche, and I'm a quarter. Yes, Mom. This is my skinny cake. And, yes. Krista lives in Kenya. I love her videos. In fact, my mom, the first two videos, the people she told me about was Krista at the Secret Yarnery and Crystal on Bag O' Day. And she would ask me for like a year before I ever got on and started watching them. Have you checked out Bag O' Day or the Secret Yarnery yet? And I was like, no. Now I have, and I've been watching them for over a year, and I love them. You know, I was thinking if there was a standstill on the live tonight, I was going to ask everybody what their 3 favorite bands are. Rammstein, Depeche Mode, and Underworld. Rammstein, right? That's my little brother's favorite band. He loves it. Depeche Mode, I always feel like really dark and like I want to put on eyeliner. Let's see. It depends on the day on what my favorite. Ooh, Julie, U2, Crowded House, and Coldplay. I saw Crowded House in 87 at the Bite of Seattle. They were free. It was a free thing. Yeah, my son Anthony has taught himself German, which is totally cool because I say, Anthony, speak some German to me, and he's like, blah, 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 blah. Queen, Whitesnake, and Coldplay. Whitesnake, Here I Go Again on my own. That was like my theme song when I was in high school. That was my theme song when I was a senior in high school because I was so out there on my own. Mom. My mom. Quicksilver Messenger Service. I don't even know them. Robin Trower, of course, because, you guys, I had the coolest childhood because, like, I don't know how many of you can go to sleep. Oh, and Van Morrison, he's one of my all-time favorites because Van Morrison. But my my stepdad, my dad, I have my mom, my dad, and my daddy. And my mom and my daddy, you know, are my mom and my dad, but my dad is my stepdad. And he was a drummer, and he would play drums like in the drum room right next to my room when I was going to sleep when I was a kid. So I can fall asleep with somebody playing drums right in the next room. Oh yeah, some of these bands are really old and some of them are German. Yes, I did learn crochet in my childhood. I was like, it was so cool because my grandma taught me how to crochet when I was 9 or 10. And I loved it. And I took it home to my mom, and we had a sheep farm. So I showed my mom how to crochet, and then my mom went off with it because my mom, whenever she loves something, she just gets into everything totally. So she like totally spun a ton of wool and crocheted everything. And so we were always crocheting all the time, weren't we, Mom? Ooh, Julie, your mom loved Donna Summer. Woke you up to disco. Because my grandpa really liked Donna Summer. He's like, that Donna Summer's a good singer. Oh, Julie, you drive by a sheep farm every day. I know, those lambs are so cute. Older, but I'm so sorry. I just got distracted by what my mom saw. Or what my mom wrote. She saw REO Speedwagon live in Lawrence in 73. Mom, you never told me that. Oh, yes, Donna Summer's great. Black Sabbath, Zeppelin, Springsteen, Donna Bon Jovi, Bryan Adams, CCR, Pink Floyd. Don't forget about Pink Floyd. Steve Winwood, yes. Steve Winwood, The Fix. So, we all know that we really... Ooh, Hall & Oates. I would start singing right now if I wouldn't get so embarrassed. Oh, I've got another question. So, not that everybody believes in astrology, but what is your astrological sign? I am a Taurus, which makes sense because I have a lot of kids and I like to crochet, and I'm an earth sign. Kim is a Cancer. Julie's a Pisces. Mom, she was a man-eater. My mom's a Pisces. I was into astrology quite a few years ago. Oh, guys, I was going to tell you about this. This is my skinny cake that I am using to... Did any of you guys see that cardigan that I made out of the Karen anniversary cake? I made it like in 24 hours. What I'm making now, and I'm going to like enter into the contest, and I'm color controlling it. And I'm using the skinny cake instead of the anniversary cake. So this is what I've got so far. Oh, and then after that, this, and it's going to have the graduating browns in it too. And then the orange. And then the kind of tangerine color. And then the yellow. And then there's a green around here somewhere. And then the green. And then the blue. And then we'll just have to see how it works up, because this is the first time I've ever deliberately color controlled without trying to, just color control it enough to not have those little jags in it here and there. But I'm pretty happy. I'm going to make it, like rainbow, and we'll see how it goes. I got this idea of this kind of color controlling from Limon, and I just found him a couple of weeks ago, and I'm so inspired by the things that he makes and the way that he does it. So it's really, really fun. Yes, Kim, more finished looking, definitely. Soft too. I'm using this is a 3-weight yarn, the Skinny Cakes is. It's kind of a lot along the lines of the mandala cakes. And it's so soft and squishy. It's a 3-weight, but I'm using an eye hook. And it makes it just so soft. I know, Kim, right? He is hilarious. Ooh, straight edges on a blanket. What I usually do is when I make a blanket, I put a border around it. But before I put the border on, it just depends on what kind of stitch I'm using. Like if I'm using single crochet, I just single crochet, make one stitch at the end, turn around, and go right back into the single crochet. If I'm using double crochet, then I chain one, turn around, and go right back in to that same double crochet. Like sometimes, even though I plan to make straight borders on my Afghans or my blankets, they'll turn out not as straight as I'd like them to, but that all evens out when I'm putting on the border. I know, right? Limon is like totally, he's like the age of my oldest, well, maybe Veronica's age. And it's so crazy to see somebody that age being so like, oh, look at what I did. Bye, Julie. Have a great night. Thank you so much for coming on my first live. He inspired me to do that Karen anniversary cake because it was like, wow, that can totally be done. Yes. Mom, Kim just asked a question. What's your favorite yarn? I bet I know what she's going to answer. She's going to be like, all of them. See this yarn right here? I got it. Actually, this is one of the yarns my mom gave to me. I know, right? Impossible question. And this, to me, it came without any labels or anything on it. And I'm thinking it's patterns. Some kind of roving. But it came without any things on it in one of those mystery bags. I can't find my sweater. I made that sweater and that or the cowl, and now I can't find it anywhere. I think maybe it got sucked up into one of the boys' rooms. I don't know. Did you check the car? I did. I checked everywhere. The only place I haven't checked is my boys' rooms because nobody likes to go up there. They bring smelly to a brand new level. Oh, this is one of the. Do you remember this yarn, Mom? Do you remember giving me this yarn? Because somebody asked me what this yarn was in one of my videos before. And I am thinking that it's some kind of roving yarn, but I don't remember what kind. But there's enough to make a sweater there for sure. As Yarnies, we remember our yarns, don't we? Like you could pick up one of your, grab a skein of yarn out of some place on your shelf and you would just know what it is. Are there any other good questions? What is the first movie that you remember seeing at the movie theater? A Star Wars, A New Hope. Is that one of the, newer Star Wars? That's one of the newer Star Wars movies. I'm not that good on my Star Wars movies. Mom, the first one you saw was Iron Claw and 13 Ghosts at the movie theater? I've never heard of those. Did you see those with my dad? And we will not tell anybody about 2001 Space Odyssey. Oh, let's see. Kim asked by the timeline or when they were released. See, that's what I get lost in. I get lost in all those numbers. The first movie I remember seeing was Jaws at the movie theater when I was 4 years old with my parents. Mom, didn't you and Dad take me to see Jaws? Back then, it wasn't a bad thing to take your kids to see scary movies. Grease or Rocky? Grease was my favorite movie forever, and I was in love with John Travolta. I had John Travolta posters on my wall because my mom got them for me. I was so in love with Grease, and my mom on my 10th birthday got me John Travolta album and Olivia Newton-John album because I already had the Grease. Yes, Mom. Well, I don't think I was traumatized too badly because I'll still go swim in the ocean, but not in the deep end. Children of the Corn, I remember like me and my friends in junior high would go out and play in the cornfields and just be all like, ah! My grandma used to do that, Christy. We'd go see movies together. My grandma would always cover my eyes. Clue. Oh my gosh. Don't even get me started. I've never really watched Clue, but what's that guy's name? The same guy that's on Rocky Horror Picture Show. Oh, Mom was traumatized by Jaws. I know. Cornfields are scary. They're awful. Tim Curry. Oh my gosh. After seeing Rocky Horror Picture Show, this may sound bad, but I was in love with Tim Curry. I thought, it was like, oh my God, Tim Curry is so hot. Xanadu. Yes, that's right. Tim Curry was Devil in the Legend. When I was in high school in Seattle, we would go to the U District and watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show every weekend and play the parts. You got to play the parts. Kim, we're the same kind of people. I know. I wish we lived. Where do you live, Kim? Massachusetts. I live close to Massachusetts Street here in Lawrence. I don't know if any of you know Lawrence, Kansas that well or like basketball, but we're the home of the Jayhawks. The Kansas basketball national champions of 1988, 2008, and the reason I'm pointing is because KU's right up there, like, I don't know, a couple blocks away. Yes, KU! And we would have won this year if not for COVID. Thank you, COVID. Thank you, 2020. PC Friar fans. PC Friars. You have to tell me what that is. Kim, yes, love college basketball. Love college basketball. I used to be more into it, but now that I'm like twice the age of college basketball players, it's like, oh. Veronica's here. Mom, not our Veronica. This is Veronica Steele. She is awesome. She's an awesome crocheter. She has the most awesome Hobby Lobby haul videos. And Kim does too, because I watched them all today. I think, oh my gosh, if I would have had to social distance when I was their age, it would have been a nightmare. Who all is totally glad, like if you're my age, that you did not have social media when you were in your 20s? So Kim, did you have any close calls with social media ever? I mean, technically, we're never too old to have run-ins with social media. Mom, if you're still here, did you have any? Oh, MySpace. Yeah, I couldn't figure out MySpace. MySpace was too high-tech for me. Oh, yeah, Mom, not a chance. I was Mom's social media. MySpace. Yeah, my oldest daughter, she's going to turn 30 this year, had MySpace, and like she knew all about it. Veronica, you just turned 40. Happy birthday. Did any of you use ICQ? What's ICQ? Oh yeah, photo albums. I know. Pull out the embarrassing photo albums. That's when you could just like, oh, I'm going to throw this picture away. And Kim, it was great when I was promoting for, you promoted for club nights? That sounds so cool. You guys, this is so much fun. I literally could talk all night, but we've been talking for an hour already. I can't believe it. It's gone by so fast. It was a chat program. It ran great on Windows 95. No, I've never even heard of that. Oh my gosh. Computers that took up 2 basketball courts. Picked up the phone and talked to people. And then if you wanted to talk to somebody, like a boyfriend or something, you didn't go anywhere. You just stayed home and waited for the phone call. And then if they didn't call, you would just be sad. My husband walked by and he just went to the gym. That's when he walked through earlier. He doesn't work for Genesis anymore, but he goes to the gym downtown. Punch cards. Oh, yeah. Punch cards for the... Mom! You gotta go? Okay. I probably gotta go now, too, because I gotta get some stuff done and make my husband dinner for when he gets home. Yeah, fall asleep on the phone. Yep, I remember doing that. And house phone calls with... Yes! 20-foot long cord. Bye, everyone. You guys have a good night. I'm going to log off for now, but thank you so much for coming to my first live. I love it. I love you guys, and you guys have a wonderful, 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 wonderful night. Let's see. Now I just need to know how to turn it off. Bye.